even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots
and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. 12.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Well, here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo being chased at, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Define Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here for... back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo rolling to his left. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Patriots, nothing.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Raiders at 12-1 now to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
To throw again on second down. Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Garoppolo now. Open man is born. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Johnson on the return. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Murray. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as the season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Omaha. Go.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, 30 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo on the move to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He finds his target, Beckham. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. A final shot before half for Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kyler Murray as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Carlson now to have the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away. He hits Adams, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
First down, Murray. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Odell Beckham, 36 yards. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. It's brought in by Harris. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Garoppolo out to his left. Throw left side complete to Harry. Knocks over another. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw there taken in by Smith. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Raiders 41, Patriots nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Smith catches left side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Johnson to return it. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Adams. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. They'll run up the middle with Cohen. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play fake. Murray. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
13 yards. First down, Patriots.
Wait.
The slot man in motion right. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
On play action, now Garoppolo rolling to his left. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
13, man. 1, Omaha.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter and sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Taking it right down Broadway. 30, 10, 5. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So the false start will back them up 5. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
11. Hey, go.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Johnson. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not.